Hello, let's talk about pricing your handmade products for profit. After all, when you start a business, you start it because you want to make money. And if you're not making a profit, you're not making money. So let's figure it out. Now, I've worked out that there are three main things that you need to think about when it comes to making a profit from your handmade business. Let's have a chat about it. To make a profit from your handmade products, from your craft, from your skill, the first thing you have to get your head around is your numbers. You have to know your pricing. You have to have figured that out. It's not something that you can just make up or pluck a number from thin air. You have to know all your costs. That's your direct costs of making your products. It's the materials, it's the supplies, anything you need to recreate and remake that product. But you also need to know your indirect costs. So the costs of having a website, the costs of broadband, the costs of phone calls. You need to be able to factor all of those in as well, so that your pricing, the money, the only income that you've got coming into your business, covers all of those costs and brings you in a profit as well. And hopefully you've also factored into that an hourly rate for you. If you need more help with your pricing, click the link below. I've got some really, really handy pricing calculators and tools for you. So that's there. Just click the link. But the next thing you need to consider is positioning. So you've got your pricing, but your pricing also says something about you. People see a price, go, oh, that's cheap. Oh, it can't be very good. Of, wow, that's an expensive. What makes it so special? And pricing does that to us. It has a psychological reaction. It sets our expectations. So this is to do with positioning and positioning in the market. Now, there is a thing called a positioning matrix. Don't know if you've heard about it, but if you haven't, so you've got a matrix, and then we've got high price at the top and high price in the other box at the top. And then down the left-hand side, it's low quality, low quality. And then your other box at the bottom is your low price and your low quality. Now, sadly, that's the positioning that many makers and crafters in businesses go for, because when they're setting their pricing, they want to be as cheap as possible. It's a race to the bottom to see who can be the cheapest, because lots of people will only buy the cheapest thing that's out there, and you are almost guaranteed that you will get sales, but you won't make a profit if that's where you are. Quite often, the companies are out there, the businesses that are out there who are in that position have either optimized how they're working, they are super efficient, they are buying the cheapest materials, not the best, and they might even be using them as low-hanging fruit to get people into their business. But you will not make money as a maker or a crafter if all of your products are in that bottom quarter of the low quality and the low price, because you set people's expectations as being too low. So we don't want to be there. Now, just to give you a visual on the matrix, if you think about high price, high quality, let's think about cars for a second, because we all know car brands and positioning. Think about your Ferraris, your Lamborghinis, your Rolls-Royce. They're your high price, your high quality. And if you go down to that bottom, that diagonal corner of low price, low quality, don't know where I was going then. Low price, low quality, you're going to think more of your Datchas. And for me, because it's a historical positioning, is Skoda as well. But that's because that's where they were positioned when I was younger, and that's still where they are in my mind. So you can see the positioning is really, really important, that it kind of embeds in your customer and sets their expectations. So when you are setting your positioning, which is reflected from your pricing, make sure you're setting yourself where you want to be and where you need to be. You do not offer a low quality product. You offer a high quality product. So make sure you're fitting into that matrix in the right place, which means you can go higher on your pricing and make a bigger profit as well, which that profit enables you to spend more time, more care, more attention, and to get the best materials for your products. And that brings us to the third thing that you have to consider, which are people. Have you spotted that they're all three P's? We've got pricing, positioning, and people. The people are your customers. They're your audience. You have to make sure you are not targeting and talking to people who really want to be buying from that bottom right quadrant of the pricing positioning matrix, which is the low price and the low quality. If that's who you're talking to, if that's who your current customer base are, you're going to struggle to make a profit. So make sure that you're positioning people who can afford to buy something, who value something that's been handmade, that's unique, that's different. If somebody wants cheap, mass produced, as quickly as it can get out there with the cheapest materials possible, that's okay, but they're not your customer. So don't be going out there and positioning yourself there so your marketing is talking to them. It's exactly the opposite of what you want to do. You want to be focusing on the people who can afford you and who will value you and who will appreciate that positioning that you put yourself into. So really, it's all about the positioning, because the positioning helps you set your pricing and it helps you identify who your people are that you need to be doing your marketing as well. If pricing, positioning, and people is something that's bamboozling you right now, drop me a comment below and let me know. I would love to be able to help you and support you. This is something that's fundamental to help you get the profit that you deserve from your handmade products. If you found this video useful, please hit the like button. I really will help other people get the value as well. And that's it for today. I can't wait to see you in the next video very, very soon. And if you really don't want to miss out, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell as well. That's it for today. Speak to you soon. Bye.